What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a new video. Today is another really important one for me, one that I'm very excited to make. Another amazing clutch has landed this year from these guys who are always right above my right shoulder in every video. Those are my Yucatán tiger rat snakes. This is my first time successfully breeding this pair. I'm extremely excited about it, considering I've had these animals for over 4 years now, and it's been a goal of mine the entire time to get babies from them. So I am very excited to show you guys these outstanding offspring today. All right, so here they are, and they are a little excited already, but 3 babies are out so far, and they are looking absolutely gorgeous. So definitely quite different than the tiger rats I hatched earlier this year, which were the Veracruz locality type. This is the Yucatan locality type. So, geographically further east than Veracruz, kind of further down the range of the species where they start to get a little bit more of a pale yellow coloration to them, as you'll see in a few minutes when I show the adults, which I've shown in a previous video. I'm not sure if it's showing on the camera, but these guys actually have a lot of really cool white coloration on them, which I was really hoping that they would have before they hatched. And you can see that on the side. This one right here is kind of a cool dorsal stripe going on right on the neck there. But it'll be fun to see how these guys grow, especially kind of side by side with my holdback Veracruz from the clutch back in January. Got to wait for all 7 to come out for sure before picking holdbacks. This one right here, though, is a really cool kind of orange head. So that look right there is one that is definitely appealing to me, one that may be a holdback individual from the clutch. But, I mean, no matter what, I'm absolutely thrilled to finally hatch these out. I've had the parents for about 5 years now, and this is the first time I've ever gotten them to successfully breed. Last year, they gave me some slugs, which was a step in the right direction, but then earlier this year, in March, she laid a clutch, 7 perfect eggs, and they all went the distance. So here they are, a couple beautiful babies right here, and then hopefully in the next clip, we'll be showing you the rest of the clutch. All right, so here they are the next day, all hatched out. There are 6 babies full from the clutch. Unfortunately, of the 7 eggs, 1 of them did not make it. But I've had plenty of snakes that I've hatched out that did not make it. None like the one I'm about to show you. It's pretty insane if you ask me. But with that said, though, 6 big, beautiful, healthy baby Yucatan Spilotes. They're just absolutely amazing. Try to grab some of these guys. They're a little rowdy, which is okay. But a couple of them have really cool orange heads. Honestly, was not really expecting it, considering that this locality type is more on the white, yellow end of the color spectrum. Not sure if that color will maintain into adulthood, but the holdback pair that I'm going to keep will definitely be a couple that have that orange head. So I'll update you guys over time as to how that kind of plays itself out. But either way, I am absolutely thrilled with the results of this clutch. 6 incredible babies, and a project that has been a long time in the making for me, but I was more than happy to be patient for this kind of incredible outcome. When I said I've never seen anything like this, here is why. So it was actually kind of funny. It appeared that I thought all 7 of them had hatched out originally. So at the end of filming, I was doing an inventory of all of them and only could count 6. So I went back to the eggs, kind of starting to worry that maybe one got out in the incubator, and saw that one hadn't come out yet. And as I pulled this snake out of the egg, was just absolutely shocked to see those 2 heads. I have never hatched out a 2-headed snake in my time breeding, and I really am in total shock. This is absolutely crazy. I mean, no way this animal would have ever made it, but my gosh, I mean, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Super cool. All right, so the babies have all shed out now, and here is one of the males, one that I'm considering being my holdback. Going into this clutch, I really didn't fully know what to expect as far as the color of the babies went, and one like this definitely supersedes my expectations. That really cool orangish yellow neon head is something I wasn't really expecting, as well as some of the really cool white striping going on. It almost kind of has like a tricolor banding look of like more of a typical yellow, a deep, more orange yellow, and then a kind of stark white as well. Another thing that's super cool about this baby is it has almost a little bit of like a dorsal stripe going on at the beginning of its neck. Obviously nothing too major, but that would be something that would be really cool to line breed over time in this species or this locality, even in particular. Dorsal striped spilotes would be really, really cool. Jason Hood has a line of striped spilotes as well that are really, really spectacular, but they are nothing like this whatsoever. Those animals are super, super special. But a dorsal striped spilotes with normal banding would also be a cool look as well. But either way, I'm definitely thrilled with the outcome on particularly this baby, really all of them, but they are just amazing. I could not be happier. And here's another baby. This is a female right here, and similar and different in appearance from that male that I just showed you guys. Has a bit of that kind of yellow orangish head as well. The thing that's really cool about the Yucatan locality in particular, at least from what I've seen, there seem to be two fairly distinctive color phases from the region. The adults, who I'm going to show you in a minute, have one of the phases where they're kind of a pale yellow, almost at times a bit of like an ivory color. And then another phase with some more vibrant yellow to orange mixed in with the adult pattern. I'll throw a picture of an animal up on the screen that I used to have from this locality that had that kind of other appearance. And seeing these babies with these orange heads makes me wonder if that's the direction they're going to go as they grow. I guess the only way to really know that for sure will be time and just seeing how they develop. But it's always cool to hatch out something that you weren't anticipating, and these guys are no exception to that at all. All right, so now on to the adults. This here is the sire of the clutch. You may recognize him and then the mom here in a minute from the Spilotes collection video I did a few months ago. I really love these guys. That kind of pale yellow look to me is something I am really, really a fan of. And it's kind of cool now that the babies are in front of me. I can kind of look at the parents and see some things that I didn't necessarily see before. Or like if you look at this guy, his face has a very slightly darker coloration than the rest of his body, which before seeing the babies, I really didn't notice that at all. But now to actually see them kind of makes me see that feature in him a little more. But he's a big snake. He's probably about 8 feet long, really sturdy, robust animal. And I love these spilotes for a lot of reasons. One is that they make such incredible display snakes. As many of you have pointed out in some of these videos over time, these guys are always behind me, moving around, making a distraction, but makes them a really cool centerpiece of this room here. And their colors, aside from their behavior and their size, are just absolutely stunning. And this guy is no exception to that. So yeah, I really love this snake. All right, now here's the mom. She is one of my favorite spilotes I have. I really love that kind of ivory-ish, kind of cream yellow coloration that she has, and how the yellow takes up a majority of her body. So where there's definitely more yellow pigmentation on her than black. You can also see on her cheeks a really minimal semblance of that kind of orange baby color. And then almost a little bit of that kind of dorsal striping up at the top of the neck, but very minimally. So, it just gives you some cool things to look forward to with raising up these babies and seeing how they change. But yeah, just that her overall coloration, just how much yellow she has is just really, really spectacular. And, I'm super happy to have offspring from her in the collection now. Something that's been a dream of mine for as long as I've had this snake, and honestly, even before I had this snake. So couldn't be happier with the results. She did very good for her first time with a successful clutch. She'd given me one slug clutch prior to this year's good clutch, and hopefully that is the first of many more babies to come from her. All right, everybody. Thank you for checking out that video. If you liked it, please subscribe here on the YouTube channel. I drop a new video every single Friday. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm on Instagram at Scrub Shepherd, Stephen Cush on Facebook, and Cush Reptile on Morph Market. I also host a podcast every Wednesday night called Cush's Corner on the Trap Talk Reptile Network, and that is at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, thank you guys for checking out the video, and I'll catch you all back here next week for a new one.